Shouts out to Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for winning the Super Bowl, beating the Kansas City Chiefs 31-9. This is Tom Brady's seventh ring, fifth Super Bowl MVP. He finally passed Jordan in terms of championships. Now he's in that rare era of like Robert Horry and players like that. But shouts out to Tom Brady and shouts out to the Bucks. It's crazy. The Bucks before Tom Brady had the worst record in sports history. And that's even worse than the worse than the Browns, worse than the Mets, worse than I don't know. It was the worst record in sports history. And you see what happens when you bring, Tom Brady, you have Gronk, you have AB, and they won the Super Bowl. Let's talk about it though. There's a lot of angles that we can take about the Super Bowl. Let's start with the winners first. So again, Tom Brady Tom Brady had 3 touchdowns. I know 2 to Gronk, 1 to AB, and I know Leonard Fournette had a touchdown. This was a complete game. Now, no, he wasn't lighting up the scoreboard he wasn't like launching the ball left and right and throwing 500 yards. No, Tom Brady, what he did was he understood make the game simple and control the time of possession. If we do both those things, we could win. That just showed, like I said, the defense has been playing well since probably last time they played the Chiefs in the regular season, and Tyreek Hill had 200 and something yards on him in the first half. Ever since then, the defense has just been on another level, and they are the main reason why the Chiefs won the game. Now, I understand you can't give the MVP trophy to a unit, and of course, usually, unless it's like Terrell Davis or something, you usually give it to the quarterback, which is why Tom Brady won his 5th Super Bowl MVP. However, if it was up to me, I would have given it to Todd Bowles for drawing up a masterful game plan on how to stop the Kansas City Chiefs. I would give it to the whole defensive side of the ball for being able to get to Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs without. They didn't blitz. And honestly, they didn't change from the first half to the second half. They didn't change anything. They didn't change the scheme. They didn't change the formation. They stuck to what they were going to do because what they were going to do worked. So again, I understand that the MVP only goes to a player, but I would have given it to the entire. Defensive side of the ball. And if you have to give it to somebody, I would have given it to Todd Bowles for drawing. Now, again, that doesn't take away from how great Tom Brady was, how great Tom Brady is. And Tom Brady definitely played a major part in not only can the green. I mean, what? Tom Brady not only played a major part in the Bucks winning, but in the Bucks getting there. And that's another thing we're going to talk about. A lot of people want to say that this was Tom Brady's greatest challenge to get to the Super Bowl. Now, being in New England, of course, we know he's used to having bye weeks the first week. He's not used to playing, 3 games before the Super Bowl. He's used to playing 2 because, New England was so great, and playing in the AFC, you're usually winning your division and of course, you have the best team as far as defensively, and you have Tom Brady, and you have the best coach, which is Bill Belichick. They're not used to playing 3 games before getting to the Super Bowl. So ultimately 4 games. This year, the gauntlet that he went through was incredible. I'll give it to before I keep going. You go against the Washington football team and that defensive front. You got Chase Young, you got Montrezl Sweat, you got Jonathan Allen, you got those pieces, Ryan Kerrigan. Those, you got a front full of first round picks, and he was able to get through that. Chris Godwin was big in that game. AB was huge in that game, and then you go to the next round, which is the Saints. and you're going against, on paper, probably the best roster, with Drew Brees, with Alvin Kamara, with Michael Thomas coming back. On paper, and of course, the defensive side of the ball, they're the best team on paper in the NFL. Let me not just say on paper. They have the best roster, at least this year, in the NFL. And you, of course, like I said, I know we talked about Drew Brees and the four turnovers as a team, but you get through that. And then you go through the league MVP and Aaron Rodgers and that high-powered offense. And not to mention, their defense is no slouch either. I mean, you got the Preston brothers, you got Savage, but you get through them. And of course, you did throw 3 interceptions, but you get through them. Do I think that I'd say this. This has been the toughest road he had to get to, seeing as though the talent that he had to go through. Like I said, you have to go through Chase Young in the Washington football team. You have to go to Drew Brees, Alvin Kamara, and the Saints. You have to go through Devontae Adams, Aaron Rodgers, and the Green Bay Packers. And now you have to go through, and now you beat Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill to make a Super Bowl. While I do think that was the toughest string of games he had to go through, however, you do have to acknowledge the team that he has. Now,